Hey, how's it going? Adrienne Elise here. I just thought I would pop in, talk to you about what's going on in the planets and the stars. So welcome to the Gaia Daily for February 5th through 9th. I'm Adrienne Elise. So this is a new moon today. It's just happened, and it is an incredibly potent and powerful energy as this new moon completes the eclipse season. And with Mars square Pluto is hearkening back to the Mars retrograde in Aquarius, with the sun and the moon and Mercury all there together right now. So a lot of Aquarius energy. And so when we're looking at Aquarius, we're looking at how are we going to adjust to the new? Okay. So Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, is about higher vibrational frequencies, our higher self, a connection to higher truths. And they often come in sudden ways. So there's an energy right now culminating with this new moon that is speaking to exactly what Mars retrograde was about last summer. Like, how are we going to move into the Aquarian age, right? So Mars is the warrior, and he's figuring out how to move forward, and make some stuff happen. Mars wants to make stuff happen, but the old way of fighting through, which is what we're all coming up against right now, this Mars square Pluto isn't working anymore. So we need to find more creative, better ways. This means we need to change our perspective of who we are. And that's what we've been going through these last few days, this last week. Mars square to Pluto, we're going to be feeling this just until tomorrow, and it's going to start to back off. But it's like everything that Mars retrograde brought up of coming up against the mountain that is the physical structures, which is in this case a lot of times our belief structures and our attachment to our personality constructs. And these are like a brick wall we can't get through. And but Uranus, the Uranus energy, the Aquarius energy is about vibrating the way through. And there are a lot of higher frequency vibrations trying to come through right now, but kind of hitting up against this physical reality that won't budge and creating a nervous tension. Okay, so that's what Uranus energy, Aquarius energy can do. If that energy isn't like connected, if you're feeling this energy, but you're not feeling connected to the earth, or if you're not feeling connected to the moment, because we've got to allow, the Uranus energy is about abrupt change and revolutionary change. And so we need to be flexible and be able to adjust, right? And that's kind of the frustration that people are feeling right now, is that who they thought they were, and a lot of things that maybe what they thought their life would look like and things like that are just not working out. And it's that Saturn energy too in Capricorn, coming up against this brick wall. And in this case, it's our concepts of who we are. We need an ego death. We have to let go of everything we thought the way it was supposed to be, right now. And this has a lot to do with the fact that timelines are trying to join and merge and separate right now. And so in order for that to happen, the fabric of who we think we are, right, in these different lifetimes, these places where we're stuck or scattered around, those have to be dismantled. This is a good thing. But it also often means a period of time of like, who am I, and what am I doing? So that's kind of part of what this Mars square Pluto has brought up, but it's worth it because we got to get on board with the next chapter. Okay, so March brings in a whole bunch of new energy, but we're not there yet. We got to get through February, and a lot of intense transits in February with Venus and Mercury coming up with or Venus coming up with Saturn and Pluto, just like Mercury and the Sun have this last month. So more of that energy. And But the cool thing is in the next couple of days, these hard transits, like the other one that we're feeling right now, is Venus in square to Chiron at 29 degrees Pisces. This is the fireworks, okay? This is Chiron's last hurrah in Pisces. It's like, let's get in the mud and let's sling it around, right? Like, let's get in deep into that wound. Let's put some salt in it. Let's turn the knife in the wound. Let's just, really get into this 29-degree Pisces feeling. And, Venus just went over the galactic center though, right? And is square. So it's kind of like Venus is ready to rock, she's ready to be this, this galactic goddess come home to the earth. And so Chiron needs to have a shift, and that's happening as Chiron moves into Aries this month. So Venus is kind of like ushering Chiron through this square, kind of, maybe that's what Chiron responds to best, is kind of this like tension, nudging that squares are, and kind of helping with this transition of Chiron moving into Aries. But our wounds are coming up. So we have no idea who we are. Nothing's working the way we think it should in our life. And our deepest wounds, our most sensitive sensitivities with Venus in square to Chiron are coming up. And so it's just an intense squeezing time. But remember that with Saturn sextile Neptune, what we're doing is we're landing our dreams come true, home in physical manifestation. That's why we're doing this. And it's exact right now. So we've got to put the ego death aside. We've got to, just kind of understand that those woundedness, those stories about our victimized places were just things we experienced, but it's not who we are. And take back the piece of who we are, of who we really are, and enjoy that as this, so as this dismantling that's happening is actually allowing for ourselves to put ourselves back together in these different personality constructs from these different lifetimes that are stuck in trauma, and become more whole as a soul and incarnate here on planet Earth, which is what Saturn at home in Capricorn and Uranus moving into Taurus next month. That's what this is about, landing home. And so Saturn sextile Neptune is like, okay, this is when we make it real, which means it hasn't been real yet. It's been really intense, but we're not really seeing what's happening. When we're seeing what's happening and we know where we're going, on at least like in a general way of towards peace in our heart and claiming back the wholeness of who we are, then everything is better. Okay. And so also connecting with our soul group, this year is a great year for landing home, landing abundance, and finding those people you can trust. So anyway, I just wanted to talk to you on this really incredibly potent day. It's been a rough week for a lot of people. So I just wanted to check in and let you know that we're moving into a different chapter now. And, those hard aspects are coming off, and the sextiles are then we're going to be able to feel those sextiles. And the other sextile is that the sun and Jupiter. Okay, so sun is there in Aquarius, sextile Jupiter in Sagittarius. And so this is a sweet energy of identifying back with our original quest and, what we're really here for, and the bigger picture of why we're going through all this and what our mission is and our quest. So that alignment is happening right now with that Saturn sextile Neptune around landing our dreams. So it's like a few days of coming out of this new moon energy. It always takes a couple. New moon energy is mysterious and dark and sensitive, right? It's because we're dying and we're making a new start on some level. And so, but when we come out of this new moon energy, a couple of days, then we can just really, if you can focus on just minimize the distractions in your life and focus on this sextile energy that's going on. So I hope to check in with you soon, later in the week. And I hope that you're enjoying this beautiful new moon, and happy Chinese New Year starting tomorrow, the year of the yin earth pig. So I look forward to checking in with you soon. Until then, I'm Adrienne Elise. Namaste.